Graduation is a ceremony when qualified students are conferred an academic degree by their school. It is at this time where our learners reap the fruits of their labor and sacrifices. It is when they pay tribute to the hardships of their parents and give honor to the teachings of their second parents, their teachers. It is a time when they are about to bid temporary goodbye to their classmates, friends, and alma mater. Good day and welcome to the 71st Commencement Exercises at Pamplona Institute with the theme, Kalidad ng Edukasyon lalong patagin sa gitna ng pandemya, strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, the processional, led by this year's class valedictorian, Alexis Cherry A. De Seal, with high honors. Pamplona Institute Faculty and Staff School Year 2020-2021. Ms. Rebecca I. Bangalan, School Administrator. Ms. Rowena P. Raralio, School Principal. Ms. Tomasa A. Dagiwag, Grade 7 Ruby Advisor. Ms. Jonaliza Zita Limongan, Grade 7 Emerald Advisor. Mr. Hilton B. De Seal Jr., Grade 7 Opal Advisor. Mr. Eugene S. Bajang, Grade 8 Silver Advisor. Mr. Marvin P. Ordonio, Grade 8 Amethyst Advisor. Ms. Jessa Marie A. Andres, Grade 8 Amber Advisor. Ms. Kathleen O. Bayagan, Grade 9 Diamond Advisor. Ms. Lonalyn P. Fontanilla, Grade 9 Sapphire Advisor. Mr. Romel M. Bautista, Grade 9 Aquamarine Advisor. Ms. Michelle V. Zaragoza, Grade 10 Jade Advisor. Ms. Vanji D. Abelido, Grade 10 Pearl Advisor. Mr. Roel Y. Monje, Grade 11 Topaz Advisor. Ms. Ronaldine S. Telan, Grade 11 Onyx Advisor. Ms. Primitiva D. Guderan, Grade 12 Garnet Advisor. Mr. Junmar J. De Palco, Grade 12 Zircon Advisor. Relieving teachers, Mr. Joseph A. Quiliopa, Ms. Maan V. Tangonan, Mr. Deneth Bayagan, Ms. Rochelle A. Yagay, Ms. Seferina M. Suarez, School Secretary, Treasurer, Mr. Jonathan B. Bangalan, Guidance Counselor. bless this momentous occasion, let us seek the divine intervention. May I call on Miss Shelomay S. Umanda to lead us a prayer.
Let's bow our heads and feel the presence of the Lord. Heavenly Father, accept our heartfelt thanksgiving. Thank you for all the years that led us to this long awaited day, our graduation day. Thank you for all the joys and the pains, the hard-earned grades, the trials and difficulties of disciplined years. We thank you, Lord, for our schoolmates and friends whom we have shared our adventures throughout the years. Thank you, Lord, for our teacher who helped us to learn the key of wisdom and understanding and guided us to cope with the pains of growing up as they instilled in us worthy Christian values. Lord, we thank you for our beloved school, the Pamplona Institute, for molding us into what we are now as better persons, loving Christians, law-abiding, and responsible youth. But most of all, Lord, thank you very much for these special people, our beloved parents and relatives, who made all things possible for giving us the golden opportunities of education. Make us, Lord, ever be aware in everything we do that knowledge comes from learning and wisdom comes only from you. We ask this through Christ our Lord, our teacher and master, who reigns with us, and the Holy Spirit, our God, forever and ever. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Philippine National Anthem.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Ms. Rebecca I. Bangalan, the school administrator, will now give her opening remarks. After which is the welcome address of Ms. Shoharmi Annie Bangalan with high honors.
Congratulations, my dear grade 12, 65 graduates, and grade 10, 85 graduates completers. These are very important days in your life. The 1265 graduates, all of them are stepping into a wider world, to all colleges in different parts of the country. No pandemic can stop them because God of love is their leader. I wish you all the best and God bless you all. To the grade 10, all 85 students will surely step up to another life in the senior high school. That is good that they will be still with us in Pamplona Institute. To them, I give them all the congratulations, all the love of God, that they will be guided accordingly, that all of them will succeed as grade 11 in Pamplona Institute. To this grade 12 graduates and grade 10 completers, I wish you all God's love. I wish you success, and I will hold your hand. God will hold your hand to go up to all those different places you will be there. Especially to the grade 12 graduates. They will be in all different parts of the country to pursue their interests. To all of you, to all of them, God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Trustees, honored guests, members of the faculty, distinguished graduates, class of 2021, good morning and welcome. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to this solemn and joyous occasion. Here we stand ready to leave the portals of this great institution. We started here as children 6 years ago, and now we are living as young adults. Time really flies. Our role is over as seniors. We are now equipped with basic education, which is our accomplishment for the last 6 years of our stay. Most of us will go on to college as our parents have dreamed for us, while there may be some who will go straight to work as each of us have their own path to plod. There will be challenges ahead of us. However, with others who will go straight into the workforce, but each of us will travel our own path. No matter where we go or what we do, there are challenges, but I know we will be able to overcome these obstacles, as I know we are ready to face them, of course, with the help of our dear Lord and our parents or guardians. We owe gratitude to people close to us, who have prepared us up to this stage of life. First, to our parents, for their love, help, and support. They are always there physically for us, helping us financially, clothed and fed us, listening to our moans, complaints, and helping us with our lessons, homeworks during this time of pandemic. These are just a few of the thousand ways you've supported us on our journey. In other words, you supported us all the way. Thank you also to our teachers for so unselfishly sharing your talent, knowledge, and time with us. Despite the effect of COVID-19, for our education system, where schools were closed to prevent the spread of the virus and to mitigate its impact, you were always there for us, even when beyond your call of duty. Also to other staff in the school, thank you for all your support and help. To all of you, without your help, some of us might not be graduating today. As you can see, behind each graduate, there must have been at least few people who have provided help and support in at least a few, more than a dozen ways. Hence, we could only supplicate you by making most of the opportunity we've been given and go forward into whatever is there for us. To face in this world and be a part of making it a better place for the generation that follow us. Congratulations, my fellow graduates of the class 2021. Wherever we go, whatever we do, they will always be friends when we meet again.
We now come to the presentation of candidates for graduation with Mr. Junmar J. De Palco, Grade 12 Circle Advisor, to be certified by Mrs. Rowena P. Rodalio, the school principal, and to be confirmed by Dr. Jose M. Matamu, Education Program Supervisor in Filipino.
Honorable Orlando Emmanuel, the school division superintendent, I have the honor to present to you 65 candidates for graduation under the academic track, 36 of whom are science, technology, engineering, and mathematics strand, and 29 are humanities and social sciences strand of Pamplona Institute for the school year 2020-2021. They have satisfactorily completed the requirements prescribed by the Department of Education of K-12 Basic Education Curriculum. May I request Mrs. Rowena P. Rodalio, our school principal, to certify their eligibility for graduation.
Based on the presentation made by the class advisor, Mr. Junmar J. De Palco, I hereby certify that these 65 candidates for graduation have satisfactorily completed the requirements of the K-12 curriculum as prescribed by the Department of Education. May I therefore request Dr. Jose M. Matamu, Education Program Supervisor in Filipino, to accept and confirm their graduation.
By virtue of the power vested in me as an official representative of Honorable Orlando Emmanuel, PhD, CESO 5, Schools Division Superintendent of Cagayan, and having been presented by the class advisor, Mr. Junmar De Palco, and duly certified by the school principal, Mrs. Rowena P. Rodalio, that you have satisfactorily completed the requirements prescribed by the Department of Education under the K-12 Basic Education Program, I now accept and confirm you graduates of Pamplona Institute, Pamplona, Cagayan for this school year 2020-2021. Congratulations to you and your proud parents.
After 6 years of hard work and dedication, it is about time to reward your commitment towards education. It is time for you to reap the fruits of your labor. The seal Alexis Jerry A. with high honors. Pangalan Shaharmi Ann I. with high honors. Umandap Shella May S. with honors. Malabo Zay A. with honors. Dakiwag Junice Ann A. with honors. Layugan Stephanie Angela Wainona M. with honors. Dansil Gilbert John S. with honors. Pablo Charmaine P. with honors. Rafael Demi Jeanette D. with honors. Zimara Diana Rose with honors. Paganaw Raven D. with honors. Akitanya Bea T. with honors. Makiraya Frances Zaira P. with honors. Rosalan Eliza I. with honors. Rosalan Jasmine B. with honors. Mas Carl Angelo Alan C. with honors. Bautista Michelle C. with honors. Tetabali Hansley Q. with honors. Reyes Angelica R. with honors. Domingo Rica Joy S. Tenorio Jazel Z. with honors. Tugay Jade A. with honors. Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics strand. Balbino Loison A. Bartolome Nel Joshua G. Baya Christopher B. Kabalang Kurt Justin A. Coloma Jerome. Cruz Mayus Alvin A. De Vera Michael Angelo B. Mabuti Tristan B. Panaga Arsenio Jr. E. Rapanut Roms Lloyd E. Tayawa Jake J. Zimara Ralph Lauren T. Ayuban Ma Luisa E. Depalco Kathleen J. Mangibunong Ralin V. Moranyo Princess May D. Humanities and Social Sciences Strand. Arinabo John Homer C. Arinabo Mark Joseph P. Basingan Kenneth Angelo Q. Kabikungan Mark Justin P. De Ocampo Christian Jewel P. Dior Bonley M. Estardo Mark Ryan M. Guillermo Paulo M. Marumi Norberto. Osorio Raymar. Segundo Jomerson P. Siriban Lazon M. Toledo Ralph Lester B. Torres Jason. Torres Ronel. Zimara Mark Jervis M. Anka Jennifer. Bueno Rosemary R. Kabagi Marian S. Castro Joanna May P. Quaresma April Joy P. Espiritu Joy B. Estepa Angelica. Irona Judeline B. Papa Joan Love P. Kitasol Vanessa D. Reyes Kyla May K. At this juncture, we will be awarding the students who walked an extra mile. The Z of awardees are those who excelled in academic, specific disciplines, and special awards in recognition. The C. Alexis Cherry A. Best in Science. Best in Social Science. Best in Work Immersion. Best in Research. Best in research paper, outstanding in oral defense, best in general biology for the specialized subject, socio-cultural awardee, and campus journalism awardee. Bangalan Shoharmian I, best in physical education, best in communication arts, best in social science, socio-cultural awardee, and campus journalism awardee. Umandap Sheila May S., campus journalism awardee. Malabo Zaig A., best in research paper, outstanding in oral defense, socio-cultural awardee, and campus journalism awardee. The Kiwag Junice Ann A., best in general chemistry, socio-cultural awardee. Layugan Stephanie Angela Wainona M., best in contemporary arts, campus journalism awardee. Dancil Gilbert John S., best in math, best in general physics, best in calculus, socio-cultural awardee. Pablo Shermaine P., socio-cultural awardee. Rafael Demi Jeanette D., socio-cultural awardee and campus journalism awardee. Ganaw Fraven D., best in research paper, outstanding in oral defense. Rosalan Jasmine B., campus journalism awardee. Mas Carl Angelo Alan C., best in research paper, outstanding in oral defense. Tetabali Hansley Q., Kavraa qualifier. Balbino Loison A., best in research paper, outstanding in oral defense. Depalco Kathleen J., socio-cultural awardee. De Vera Michael Angelo B., socio-cultural awardee. Cruz Mayus Alvin A., socio-cultural awardee. Kabalang Kurt Justin A., socio-cultural awardee, campus journalism awardee. Bartolome Nel Joshua G., campus journalism awardee. Pasingan Kenneth Angelo Q., campus journalism awardee. Dior Bonley, socio-cultural awardee, campus journalism awardee. Zimara Ralph Loren D., CPAA qualifier. Siriban Lazon M., CPAA qualifier. Espiritu Joy B., best in work immersion. Torres Ronel, CPAA qualifier. At this point, let us all be all ears to no less attend the batch of first with high honors herself, as she encapsulates everything senior high school has to offer. A big hand for Miss Alexis Cherry A. Seal with high honors for her words of gratitude.
Let the light of the sun give shine to us all. A pleasant morning to everyone. To begin with, I would like to congratulate each and every one of us where we managed to go this far. Imagine, di natin ina-expect na magtatapos ng ganito yung last year natin na nagmamodule. Instead of cherishing every moment sa school na nag-aasaran at nagkukulitan and the likes. We may not experience the grand graduation that we wanted, but at least we are here celebrating like we should. We are not a repetition of history, but a history that will be replicated. Aren't we? We are the first graduates here in Pamplona Institute who undergoes modular learning. It may have been only months, but still we are the first ones, perks of pandemic. But the thing is, this wouldn't be possible without the help of our school, with our dear teachers, may it be the principal, the registrar, the administrator, or even our advisors. Thank you for being the candle that lights our path, and the boat that helps us rule the wild waves. We may not be here in the next years for sure. For some will live, but some will stay to pester and annoy you all. Besides, just looking to our faces may irk you for a single glance, hoping it will last for a couple of minutes, or worse, it could turn to be your nightmare. Kidding aside, we all thank you and love you from the bottom of our hearts. At syempre, we cannot forget to give her an ending thank you to our parents. I am very grateful that you chose to have such offspring to offer. Kung wala po kayo, kung hindi niyo po pinagdesisyonan na gawin sila, siguro may kulang. Siguro may hinahanap kami habang nag-aaral. This batch is not complete if one of us is missing, and thank you for leaving us. We never get tired of listening to our whims and giving us our caprices and wants. Buti nga po di kayo naririndi pag humihingi kami ng pang-load, na pang-ML, pang-Facebook, pang-TikTok, at marami pang iba. Thank you parents for paying our tuition fees, attending some meetings and signing our cards. And thank you for your ungrateful love, Charot. Thank you for the unconditional love you've bestowed us, our dear parents. Let's look forward for the future that will make you all the proudest parents for leaving son or daughter that is completely us. I never felt that I wasn't special nor being unwanted when I am with my classmates or batchmates. And this goes the same with the rest of us, right? There is something being filled with when we are all together. Thank you for the list of glimpses that I will treasure. I learned a lot from you guys, for when I am with you, I can stand in the shoulders of the giants and view the different perspectives of life. Sadly, there is something you did not teach me. Why naman kasi ganon? Di nyo man lang ako tinuruan maglaro ng baraka. Ang pangit nyo kabanding. Ako lang taga-gawa or taga-customize ng baraka nyo pero hindi nyo ako tinuruan. But still, thank you for the reason that I can always feel the tingling sensation of your love and support. Let's all look backwards in unison where we can see our improvements in the past, and let's look forward for the improvements to come. You are courageous enough to surpass one of the levels of the scorching sears of life. I want you all to remember, my dear classmates and batchmates, that as long as the chairs are red, I'll wait for you. The ever-burning passion of giving thanks and honoring the blessings that the Lord gave us is ceaseless. With Him, all the things we tend to remain as now are due to His plans, and the things that keeps us moving forward are His reasons we tend to unravel. We love and treasure the Lord for everything. May He guide us with the next step we are going to make on our return. The learnings we accumulated throughout the years staying here in Pamplona Institute leads us to the path. And we thank you for making us the driver of our desired life. Let us all unlock new doors to come, batch 2020.
Ms. Jonaliza Z. Palimongan, Grade 7 Advisor and Social Science Teacher, will now introduce to us our commencement speaker.
Good day, everyone. Pamplona Institute never runs out of alumni who deserve to be recognized. Today, we are celebrating the 71st commencement exercises of our beloved school with such people, one of whom I am privileged to introduce now. In this juncture, I presume that this man is already known to every Pamplonino, or rather Piayan, because of his active involvement in different activities in our school and town. May it be in sports, politics, and education of the youth. He is being followed on social media when it comes to local issues. Pamplona Institute must be very proud of his achievement. He was indeed the school's pride, as he was one of the strong assets of our school during our time when it comes to talent and academic prowess. During these days, he emerged the best in all activities, especially in campus journalism and in dancing. In fact, he was an award-winning choreographer in street dancing, a threat to his opponent. Academically speaking, he is a person with an extraordinary mental ability. He graduated with honors both in elementary and secondary in our school, year 2004. Then after, he went to medical colleges of Northern Philippines to take up nursing course and finished as a Latin honor student with an award, Best in Thesis 2009. After it, I feel so elated to hear that he is the top 6 in regional and top 16 national during the Philippine Nursing Licensure Examination in 2009. No doubt, he even passed the National Council Examination, the toughest board examination for nurses around the world. As he strived to be better in his own expertise, he then pursued and motivated to keep running for his dreams as he worked as licensed ICU nurse specialist at CBMC Tuguegarao and worked International Medical Center in Saudi. Truly, he is a true-blooded Pamploneño who traversed the international stage and gathered tremendous work experiences that signify his versatility and leadership in various institutions, being the champion in Research Excellence Award held in Saudi in 2018. Known for his positive and motivated attitude towards his dynamic range of acquaintances, he is at present the Municipal Tourism Officer. Amid all of this, I can see him as capable, confident, and fluent, never at a loss for words. His strong belief in the divine providence is his only hope that his application to work as nurse in America will turn into a positive result. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it is my pride and privilege to introduce to you my friend, the pride of Pamplona Institute. Not very known to many, the recently appointed Municipal Tourism Officer of Pamplona, Mr. Calvon Benigno M. Aquino, PHRN, USRN.
To Ma'am Rebecca Bangalan, to the great future shapers, the teachers of Pamplona Institute, with a special salutation to one of my great friends and mentors, Ma'am Rowena Ravallo, to my fellow alumni, to the loving and hardworking parents, to everyone who may be watching this ceremony live or recorded, and to you, honorable graduates of Pamplona Institute, class of 2021, a joyous hello to all of you. This day marks the culmination of your life as high school students, but a commencement towards yet a harder task, facing a bigger, larger, and more complicated leg of life ahead. That's the reality, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow, when you wake up and realize that all the excitement from this event have all come to pass, you will find yourself standing in front of multiple uncertain crossroads. And once again, as you stand there looking at each one of them, you will ask yourself at one point, which road will lead me to success? And the more you press yourself in asking, the more it becomes confusing. I wish I could tell you the answer. I wish I could tell you I know which road you should take onwards. Honestly, I don't. Life is too vague with so much uncertainty. That is unfortunately the bitter reality in life. But what I do know is that the same courage, determination, faith, and gratitude that have shaped you up and brought you to this victorious day will bring you to succeed in the future. Isipin niyo ngayon kung ano-ano mga katangian ang nagdala sa inyo sa espesyal na araw na ito. All these things that have molded you along the way will sustain you through whatever that lies before you ahead. Pareho lang lahat-lahat. It's just important that we decide to bravely take on the challenges and the discomfort of diving into the unknown. We can never have all the answers. That's okay. But our brave soul will push us further into exploring newer, better horizons. You know, I would like to inspire you with a story from my childhood days. This is the story about the voice at the back of the mountain. I grew up with the misfortune of having a broken family. My parents were not rich and we barely had enough to deserve a comfortable and privileged life like my rich classmates before. So my mom had to leave us so she can find a job to sustain me and my siblings. With my innocent mind, I felt crushed and worried because I knew back then my mom will be away for a long, long time. So I asked her where she was going. With teary eyes, she tried to ease my sadness and worries. She replied to me as she was pointing at the purplish silhouette of the distant mountain ranges from our place. Tinuturo niya yung mga bundok na halos nagpipink or nag-blue sa kalayuan. Sabi niya sa akin, anak ko, nakikita mo ba yung mga mountains na yon? Pupunta si mami sa kabila ng mga mountains na yon. Kapag namimiss mo ako, sigaw ka lang ng malakas, anak ha. Maririnig ka ni mami sa kabila ng mga mountains na yon. She was just trying to pacify me. As she was trying to control her shaking voice and hide her tears from me, I knew she was only defying her motherly heart. The last thing I remember back then in time was the day a tricycle took her away from me. For a young boy, seeing her leave was utterly devastating. So, I obediently did what she instructed me. Every day after she left, my young innocent soul would miss her, and I would shout her name believing she could hear my voice from the other side of the mountain. Day by day, I would desperately shout with the peak of my voice against those dimming purple mountain shadows, telling her to come home. But my wailing voice never received a reply. Wala pa rin kahit tinodo-todo ko ang sigaw ko at lumapit na ako sa mga bundok. Hindi ako naririnig ng nanay ko, hindi naririnig ng nanay ko ang mga sigaw ko noon. I was broken-hearted and very dismayed. Ang sakit-sakit tanggapin ng katotohanan na hindi mo mahagilan ang nanay mo sa mga oras na kailangan mo siya. With my very young age, I saw my first dead end. Ano nang mangyayari ngayon? Hindi ako marinig ni Mami. My helplessness and hopelessness held me captive. But I felt it didn't have to end there. There had to be a way out. So, I stopped calling out to her. I stopped shouting against those mountains. But I never stopped believing that she was on the other side of those mountains. Day after day, my siblings and I have fought against the sadness and the difficult ways of life without our mom beside us. I had to live with every conceivable situation from both the inside and outside of my home. While others were enjoying a blissful existence as youngsters, I was dealing with domestic problems and struggling against a life that was so grim and difficult. I was very lucky though, because I received a lot of support from many relatives from both sides, from my paternal and maternal sides. And I am very grateful to them for all the love that they have given me and my siblings. But those never completed me. I had to do something to stake whatever bonds that defined my young life back then. Sabi ko sa sarili ko, I had to make a choice. And that was to defeat the mountains that were hiding the voice that I have been wanting to hear for a very long time. Sabi ko talaga sa isip ko, paglaki ko, aakyatin ko talaga yung mga bundok na yan para makita ko ang nanay ko at makita ko yung kung anong itsura ng lugar from the back of that mountain. Tumatak yan sa isip ko mula pagkabata ko hanggang tumanda ako hanggang ngayon. My dear graduates, life is always a matter of choice. In my case, my choice was to rise above the negativity around me back then. I directed my focus towards making a life that was better than the one I was born into. A life where I can be a person I have always wanted to be. A life that completed my whole being. But the choice I had made came with a lot of hard work, really a lot of hard work. Things never came so easy. Ganun naman talaga. Paghihirapan at pagsasakripisyuhan mo ang lahat ng mga choices na gagawin mo sa buhay. So I had to excel in everything to get where I am today. I needed to prove to my benefactors that I was worth their help and support. I also had to find ways to augment the support I was getting from everyone just to make my dreams happen. Ang dami kong na-try, ang dami kong na-experience, naging choreographer ako, naging director ako, just to make both ends meet. And I did it, praise God. Well, at least partly because I still have a lot of dreams to achieve in the future. After years of overcoming my life's struggles and melodramas, I was able to reach and work at the country where my mom has worked. And I was able to climb up several platforms of educational institutions to receive my awards, my rewards, my licenses. Praise God na naging lucky tayong napabilang sa top-notchers list ng board examination, regional and national. So, lahat yun pinagpapasalamat natin. But it never came to me easily. Needless to say, my relentless and ceaseless wish to see the other side of those mountains has become a motivation and reason for me to continue the race and reach the ends of the world. Lahat tayo may bubog na pinaghuhugutan ng lakas. Lahat tayo may rason kung bakit tayo gumigit araw-araw. At sa akin, yung experience na yun ng bata ang siyang nagbigay daan upang makarating ako sa kung ano man ako ngayon. That voice at the other side of the mountain, which I have been longing to hear, had made me dream and become stronger. My dear graduates, today you have crossed a big mountain. And today is an example of that day when you get to see how joyous it is like to be on that other side of the mountain that you have been trekking and journeying for so long. Back in your first day in high school as a totoy or nene, standing in front of Pamplona Institute, you were like a tiny body next to an engulfing giant. Life ahead of you back then was filled with so much uncertainty. But you took that brave step inside its gate. And look at you today, proud, victorious, and stronger after several years of sacrifices and trekking such uncertain road. However, I would like to tell you this. There is a greater battle in life ahead. malayo pa po ang finish line para sa atin. So, there is no room for conceit or complacency. We are only as good as our last performance. Huwag tayong makampante. Do not settle for less. Huwag kang makampante sa achievements mo ngayon. Instead, mag-ambisyon ka at hayaan mong lumago ang sarili mo sa gitna ng mundong hinubog ng kompetisyon. In my life, that person on the other side of the biggest mountain is my mom, along with others who have supported me and kept me on track. I hope that on this victorious day, you spend time expressing your gratitude and love for the people who have helped you reach this virtual occasion today. Alam nyo yan sa sarili ninyo. Kung sino-sino at ano-ano ang mga nagpatibay sa inyo 10 ng ilang taon ninyong pakikibaka at pakikipagsapalaran sa buhay ng high school. So please, take time to thank them despite the distance between you today. Take time to tell them how they are valued and how they are loved. Most importantly, do not fail to thank and congratulate yourself. You are the greatest definition of that voice from the other side of the mountain. You have struggled so deep and you went through a lot just to have this successful finish today. So you deserve all the recognition and praises for a job very well done. Mga ading, tandaan nyo to. Your life is your own battle. And so the biggest cheerleader that you can get for yourself is you. Ayos yan kung marami kang support systems na dapat pagpapasalamatan ngayon. Ngunit darating ang panahon na gigisingin ka ng buhay na maaaring mawala ang lahat-lahat sa paligid mo. Even those na mga pinagkatiwalaan mo ng todo-todo. Ngunit okay lang yan. Basta ang importante, huwag na huwag kang mawawala para sa sarili mo. Keep pushing yourself against your limits. Always remember to consult your inner self, to recalibrate and reposition your moral compass. Because no matter how many people surround and support you, you will always get back to yourself at the end of the day to realize that your life is your own battle after all. Be boundless. Live life and be inspired by your loved ones, but always chase your ordeals for no one but you. As you stand before the crossroads today, I hope that you listen attentively to that tiny voice inside you. For too long, your ears have become accustomed to the noise of the outside world, the musical backgrounds of the mobile legends, and the deafening toxicities of the World Wide Web. In this world, there are a lot of noises that you don't need to listen to. Voices that tell you you're not enough, you're incapable, you're ugly, you're stupid, you can't do it, you're inefficient. The society, steered by the online world, is full of these discouraging remarks, destructive criticisms, and shameful comments that constantly disturb you and belittle you. If you lend your ears to them, you will certainly lose yourself within a day or two. You will lose track and get lost amid the thickness of the forest, which will press you farther down to give up and just find your quick way down and out of the mountains. I hope as you chase your path with your ears to that tiny voice within, saying you're special and capable, beautiful and powerful and essential. I hope you sincerely realize that, because you are, and that too is not an accident. Mga addicts, I urge you to rise above the ordinary. Be yourself unapologetically, but become the change that you wish to see in this society. As you all swarm toward your chosen destiny, recognize that success does not come easy. You will need to cross huge and steep mountains for it. You need to crave for that success and desire for it, like the air that you breathe in your nose. And never in any chance will you stop believing that you possess the quality of power and the capacity to be just right in the place that you've been dreaming for. That sounds cliche. You may say it's easier said than done. That's true. But it is doable. And I say this because I am a living example of everything that I am currently telling you now. I have been there. I have done that. I survived it. And there's no way you cannot do it as well. One day, you will all look back to this date and see how long you have traveled and how great you have been in life. When that time comes, I sincerely hope that as you reminisce about the story from your high school graduation's guest speaker about someone on the other side of the mountain, you have already been that someone on other people's mountains too. It doesn't matter how many times you do it or how many times you become that person for how many people. It helps though, but it just matters that you are and that you pass that virtue of becoming one to other people. That is what our society needs. To the vibrant principal, the dynamic teachers, the respected administrator, beloved parents, I cannot find the right words to express my admiration for the unwavering support and unparalleled patience that you all have collaborated to do just to send our graduates to this day. This is an understatement, but their victory is also yours to celebrate. And for that, I also give you my earnest salutation. Your love and sacrifices remind me of all the people at the back of my biggest mountains when I was younger. People who became my backbone so that I could stand straight and be able to inspire our finishers today. I hope I am. As mentors and life coaches for these youngsters, we do not need to be perfect, blameless people to do the job. No one can ever be. But I ask fervently that we continue to be the best that we can be in guiding them and being the same strong motivations for them to chase bigger mountains ahead. And wherever life may take them. Always remember that there is always one person calling you and calling out on your name at the other side of some mountains out there. No matter how tiny their voices are, I hope that you will not give up supporting and motivating them. You are God's instrument for them to be able to write a great story on this life. Again, to the graduates of class 2021, never stop chasing mountains. Don't be afraid of those mountains. They are actually your tools to become better individuals in the future. In spite of uncertain possibilities and bounding difficulties, never give up wanting and climbing to see what it is like on the other side of your dreams and your biggest challenges in life. To all of you watching this recorded video, Diyos imabalo imong mami. Mabuhay kayong class of 2021. Mabuhay, Pamplona Institute.
Miss Junice Ann A. Takiwag, with honors, will now lead the Pledge of Loyalty.
Fellow graduates, please raise your right hand and follow after me. We pledge our loyalty to our teachers, parents, and to our alma mater. We pledge to carry on the lofty teachings of our teachers and the fine examples of our parents. We pledge to be true to the Filipino and the ideal of our heroes. We pledge all our strength, our oneness, our lives that our country may become a great nation in this world under the protection of our country's flag and the guidance of our Almighty. So help me God.
I have a dream, something that I wanted to achieve in my lifetime, and I wanna show the best of me. I know I'll make it through. If I believe that I can make it happen, no matter what they say, nobody can stand in my way. Reach for the sky, dream and aim high. I won't let anybody turn my spirit down. Whatever it takes, I'll stand on my faith. I'll never stop until I reach the sky. I know my dreams will happen. I can fly. I'll reach for the sky. I will not give up. Even if I fall, I won't give in to my troubles. I will stand tall. My feet is firmly standing on the ground. I believe that I can make it happen, no matter what they say. Nobody can stand in my way. Reach for the sky, dream and aim high. I won't let anybody turn my spirit down. Whatever it takes, I'll stand on my faith. I'll never stop until I reach the sky. I know my dreams will happen. I can fly. I'll reach for the sky. Reach for the sky. No matter what they say, no matter what they do, I'll hold on and make it through. Taglay mo sa bagwis ng iyong paghayo, ang pangako ng walang hanggang bukas. Babaon man sa'yo'y hapdi ng puso, aabuti ang
This graduation rite has truly been noteworthy for everyone here. It is indeed a time of taking a big step in your lives as students. It is also a time of celebration and achievement, and most importantly, a beginning for each of you. Congratulations and thank you.